Well, we're back at it again, and now we're in the beautiful Sierra Vista. We go all over the place, and I want to go worldwide. It's one big world out there. A. Thomas, HWD, good to see you. This one here, I tell you, they will never stop. They will not stop. And when I pass on, there'll be other brothers doing it. You got Anthony Robbins out there doing an amazing job. You had Jim Rohn back in the day. Jim Rohn. You've got the famous Lewis Heiss. You've got Wayne Dyer. You got all kinds of magnificent people presenting information. You just got to grab hold and do what you do and do the best of your ability. But this one here is how to get most out of your day. How to get most out of your day. A lot of it is common sense, but a lot of times common sense is not that common. And when we practice, when we go over things, when we write things down, a lot of these things, just like I say, we know them, but when we go over it, when we practice, when we rehearse, when we get dialed in, when we get clarity, it's just to remind and reinforce the things we already know. A lot of times we go over stuff, practice, it's just to remind and reinforce the things we already know. That's why the great athletes and the great poets and the great orators and the great entertainers and great people that work at high levels, teachers, educators, people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Thomas Jefferson when he was alive, the Drake, Dr. Dre. All these people go over things. It's not because they don't know, and the people who used to be alive, they did it, is because it's reminding, reinforcing, and locking it in. How to get most out of a day? Very simple. Write it down. Write it down and plan. The plan doesn't always go according to plan, but if you plan and write things down and check them off and do the most important things first and go over that list and go over that list again and go over that list again. But if you're working from a plan, it doesn't mean everything's going to go hunky-dory. But if you're working off a plan, it's a lot better than just kind of, just kind of winging it. Winging it, it will work. But when you get pen to paper, when you get that thing written down, when it's recorded, you notice most of the time, more often than not, it's going to be better. Architects write it down. City planners and how they made the pyramids and all these things. These were recorded and these are written down. When you do an operation, notice why these things are written down. I mean, imagine building a house. Somebody gives you $1 million, just throw up the house. Well, I guess that can work, but so many things are probably going to be off and so many things need to be changed and so many things. But when you have that recipe and when you have it, when you have everything, this goes here and this goes there, everything is intricate and everything's dialed in, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and you follow it to the T, it will be beautiful transparency. It will be off the chain. Now, nothing is perfect. I know people say, oh, that's perfect, this and that. Things may look that way, but practice makes improvement. And if it's written down and if you record it, it's going to be a lot better than if just throwing mud against the wall and hoping it's going to stick. Some stuff will stick, but again, I like that. Brain surgery, it's all written down. It's all been rehearsed. It's all been pre-thought. Building a house, building bridges, building rockets. You think those are just thrown together? If they are, it's ludicrous. But just write the things down, and that's number one. And number two, working with a sense of urgency. We write things down. We kind of just mamsy-pamsy, just everything kind of pie in the sky. Well, that doesn't work. And just be focused. Number one, write it down. Number two, you got to be focused. And number three, sense of urgency. You do those things, you're going to be better than if you just kind of, if you don't use them. You guys are awesome. This is A. Thomas. You're in the HWD atmosphere. And remember, today is a marvelous day. The future is the future. The past is the past. But you got today. And people say they don't have time. You got 24 hours. So make it a great day. This is A. Thomas. We appreciate you. And again, strong communication. Let me get that communication. Let me get the love. Let me get the input. Let me get the suggestions. Avalair88@icloud.com. Avalair88@icloud.com. AVALAR 88@icloud.com. Make it a great day. This is A. Thomas.